Sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Nine Sim, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it's about this young black man who actually came out to say that most black women have white men savior complex. And I am asking, what happened? When did that even start? Because I have never heard something like that. But then let me tell you something. You all remember that there is this effect that started going on, like white men that are married to black women coming out to appreciate and compliment them on how far they have brought them, like, looking their old picture and seeing their new look and all that. A lot changed, right? So this trend actually started, and a lot of people are loving it, which I love, right? And he actually came out to say that black women are so much into being in interracial marriage and the rest of it. Now, I want to tell you all that I really do not like it when black men come out to start, like, telling black women on what to do and what not to do, and start telling them that they are the problems in relationship and all that, when most of them are all going out to marry white women. Now, let me tell you something. I do not have problem where people find love. Wherever you find your love, go with it, and it's actually beautiful. But then when black men actually start coming out to start using their reference to as black women as their reference to their preference, that is where the problem is, right? And now he is blaming black women and calling black women out, saying that most that white men think that black women are for grown-ups, which is absolutely true. They are for grown-ups. But you know what? The comment section will kill you. Let's get into this.
Listen, I'll be the first one to say it, but a lot of y'all black women have the white man savior complex. A lot of times, y'all overlook what black men say about y'all that's good for white men that say mediocre shit about y'all. The simple fact that all y'all black women are around this bitch parading and celebrating because a white man said that black women are for grown-ups, when there's literally black men out here that are single, that are craving, that are thirsting for black women to treat them right, to create families, to unify with them, and y'all over appreciate the mediocre shit that comes from other cultures. But when black men do the same shit, now it's bare minimum. Don't y'all understand that that's a problem? Like, that's a really big fucking problem. The fact that a black man has to cross off 25 things on your list, but a white man can get on the news and say that black women are for grown-ups, and he can get some cooch. He can have your babies. Like, I don't understand, bro. I don't understand the logic. And then y'all always try to make it seem like black men just so against black women. It's not the case, bro. Just look at the case in point. Y'all make us go through hoops and loops for y'all, and y'all let these other motherfuckers walk scot-free straight into the building. Like, I don't get it, bro. That shit's stupid.
For several years now, black men have blamed black women for all of the problems within the black community. For decades, black men have blamed their black single mothers for staying to feed them, to clothe them, to keep roofs over their heads, to take care of them when they were sick, to be there to root for them and cheer for them at their little league baseball and football games and basketball games. Black women stayed and raked and scraped and picked up second and third shifts so that they can send their black children to college. And yet black men today will disrespect and denigrate black women because they chose to stay and take care of them when their daddies chose to not care for them, chose not to love them, and chose to leave. Black men will blame black women because their deadbeat ass daddies chose to leave. For years now, black men have been on social media disrespecting and denigrating black women in order to lift up their preference of dating another race of women. Black men for years have jumped up on social media showing their brand new passports and trying to antagonize black women by saying they're going over to Brazil. They're going over to Thailand. They're going over to whatever other country where they can find another race of woman other than a black woman, because black women are so terrible. They've done that for years. They're called the passport bros. And the more and more black men have been disrespecting and denigrating black women have continued to push forward by getting their education, going to therapy, decentering men, and deciding to love themselves and put themselves first. And while they have been doing that, they've been recognizing, hey, we're not so bad. We love being with ourselves. We're good alone. We're good at enjoying life and living life alone. And now black men have a problem with black women because white men are showing black women the respect and love that they deserve. Oh yes, baby. Black men are upset at that black wife effect trend that's going on the app. I'm enjoying it myself. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Black men are upset that black women, all women, would rather be in the woods with a bear than with they ass. And baby, now that this article has reared its head again, black men are upset that billionaires say that black women are for grown-ups, which insinuates that black men, they can't handle black women because they're little boys crying and whining instead of stepping up to the plate. Look at what this dude had to say. Look at what this dude had to say.
Listen, I'll be the first one to say it, but a lot of y'all black women have the white man savior complex. A lot of times, y'all overlook what black men say about y'all that's good for white men that say mediocre shit about y'all. The simple fact that all y'all black women are around this bitch parading and celebrating because a white man said that black women are for grown-ups, when there's literally black men out here that are single, that are craving, that are thirsting for black women to treat them right, to create families, to unify with them, and y'all over appreciate the mediocre shit that comes from other cultures. But when black men do the same shit, now it's bare minimum. Don't y'all understand that that's a problem? Like, that's a really big fucking problem. The fact that a black man has to cross off 25 things on your list, but a white man can get on the news and say that black women are for grown-ups, and he can get some cooch. He can have your babies. Like, I don't understand, bro. I don't understand the logic. And then y'all always try to make it seem like black men just so against black women. It's not the case, bro. Just look at the case in point. Y'all make us go through hoops and loops for y'all, and y'all let these other motherfuckers walk scot-free straight into the building. Like, I don't get it, bro. That shit's stupid.
Sir, you can't compete where you don't compare. Okay? And all of the other ones that are agreeing with your foolishness. Because you forgot one very important key point of this statement. Billionaire. Sir, you are no billionaire. Furthermore, you're talking about black men saying good things about black women. Baby, it sure isn't you that's saying good things about black women, because I went scrolling through your account. This you?
Hey, TikTok, just tell me if I'm tripping or not, but I just don't know. But recently, me and this girl were texting, and I just had seen on Instagram that this new restaurant was coming out, or opening, sorry. So I invited her, and I said, let's go out this Friday. So Friday comes, and she tells me, well, you just have to come pick me up. I said, well, that's fine, because she isn't too far away from the restaurant anyway. So, perfect timing. So I go and get her, And I pick her up. We go to the restaurant. We have a good time. She's ordering drinks. I'm ordering drinks. Then the bill comes. So I immediately gets on my phone because as a man in the soft guy era, I don't think that I should be picking up any tabs or any bills, even if I invited her out. Like, I feel like if she was able to do it for somebody else, she can do it for me as well. So,
Yeah, that's you. And isn't this also you?
hey, listen. So this was like Friday, maybe Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. No, it was Friday, right? So I go to the bar, not too far from my house or whatever, right? So now, mind you, I've been kicking it with this girl for some weeks now, not too long, a couple weeks or whatever. So I'm at the bar and I'm there solo. So I'm taking pictures of my drinks and shit, posting them, just vibing, chilling, listening to music, So she proceeds to comment on my post like, wow. So I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, nothing, just text me. So I text her like, what's going on? She's like, wow, that's kind of crazy that you didn't invite me. And I said, well, the thing is, I would have gave you an invitation if you told me you was going to pay for it. Like, I just don't, and listen, as a man in the soft guy era, I don't think it's smart for me to invite a woman out that's not willing to pay for what we're about to do. Like, if she doesn't feel obligated to pay for the bill or the tab once we leave a restaurant or a bar or the mall, then it's like, does she really even appreciate me?
Yeah, that's you. Listen, the one thing that you can bet your bottom dollar on is that if a black woman goes out with a billionaire, he's gonna pick up the bill. Truth be told, these white men who are uplifting their black wives and their black girlfriends all over this app, yeah, they'll pick up the bill. They not in black women's faces talking about their soft guy era. They're not running around disrespecting and denigrating black women. No, they see the value in their black woman. And they're loving on their black woman. Yeah. Black women are for grown-ups. And a whole lot of you black men, y'all can't handle that.
That's a really big fucking problem. The fact that a black man has to cross off 25 things on your list, but a white man can get on the news and say that black women are for grown-ups, and he can get some cooch. He can have your babies.
And that's the fucking problem. Thank you for identifying, okay? Because your value, what you see in black women as value, as stated by you, is babies and cooch. And that's the issue. The issue in dissent is that you don't see the value in black women as wives. You see them as useful for babies and cooch. And like I said, I didn't say it. That was you. That was you. And not only that, but you went all the way to change the whole fucking statement of the trend. Because it does not say, as your video says, black women are for grown-ups. It said black wives. But it was so difficult for you to take yourself out of it. It was so difficult for you to even see that fact that you had to go all the way and you had to go and change the whole fucking statement. That's the issue that you guys are having. It has nothing to do with this interracial relationship and this trend. Because essentially what happened with this didn't mention black men or white women, by the way. It didn't mention none of y'all. I'll put yourselves in there, not because of anything that anybody said, but it was because you were in disagreement in the value of black women. You do not agree that they should be wives. You do not agree that they are valuable in any sense of the word, in any sense other than babies and cooch, as you said, which speaks to statistics as well, by the way. Let's not negate that. Let's not also ignore the fact a lot of the black men that are having an issue with this trend so highly irate are single as fuck and have not put a ring to wife a black woman, who have not found it upon themselves to put a ring on a black woman's hand, to find value in her other than babies and cooch, as you said. Talking about this black wife effect that transcended into black wives or for grown-ups, a man who has a wife of almost over 30 years. And in no promotion of billionaires, but let's stick to the topic at hand, built a business and built his life with that black woman as an asset. And the problem of dissent that some of y'all black men and white women are having is that you don't see black women that way. You see black women, as the system says, to be subjugated and deduced down to babies and cooch, only valuable for babies and cooch. And you have been told that by the same white men that are coming and telling you, actually psych, you've been duped, and you still falling for the same trick. Because essentially when you're coming on here, I don't see none of y'all talking and saying shit or getting brody with these white men. You're once again in black women's faces trying to fight and argue because you're too pussy to stand up to the same man that you're saying is doing all the tricking and shit, essentially still getting tricked to make you downgrade the black woman so they can come and steal your fucking asset. Your value and gift that you think that they're giving away to these white men is babies and cooch. Not black wives that are valuable for babies and cooch. That is how you see black women. The fact that somebody else is coming and saying that's not the truth, that's what's really bothering you. In fact, it has to do with the fact that you don't want to see black women elevated out of any status other than baby mama and good for babies and cooch. There's 2 recommendations I can give for you black men that are having a spiral of hysterics over this trend, is that you could go seek therapy for your insecurities that you're projecting into this, or get your pussy ass up and go say something to these white men. Or get some balls and instead of coming in the black woman's face, go say something to them white men. I dare you. Because we black women do that shit every fucking day. How about you grab your ball sacks? How about you grab your ball sacks if you have such a problem with this and go say something to them white men and go stand up to that white man's face and say something to him about how the fact that you don't like the fact that it's a black wife. Say something to that white man's fucking face. Instead of doing what he trained your ass to do, and that's to look at black women, fight, and degrade. Okay? Have a nice day. And just to let you know, my video is no propaganda or promotion to get into interracial relationships or for black women to go and date white men. This is my promotion, but it is a promotion for black women to seek where you are valued, to let black women know that you should go where you are valued and appreciated outside of your uteri and your fucking cooch. Okay? Have a nice day. Just like I said, I don't see none of y'all, not a single one of y'all motherfuckers in these white men's faces. It's given OVO, the other vaginal.
But a lot of y'all black women have the white man savior complex.
I just want to say that when the black wife trend came out, I wish I would have said it earlier, but I knew when I saw this trend blow up that the black men were going to start getting jealous of white men in that way. I knew that they would see these glow ups. I knew that they would see all of these things and say, that should be me. But sir, why isn't it you? Y'all don't actually want black wives. You barely want black girlfriends. You just want black baby mamas. You want black situationships. You want black talking stages with these black women. You don't want black wives. Now you see Peter, who wants the black wife and looks great and is having a very fruitful life with his black wife. Now you're getting on the internet and trying to gaslight us. Like, let's be very frank. Y'all are trying to gaslight us and say we should be picking y'all when we for centuries have always picked y'all. We are the least likely to date outside of our race. Y'all are the most likely to date outside of your race. Why are you trying to tell us that the black wife trend is like us looking at the white man as a savior? No, because let's go look at the NBA draft couch. Let's go look at the NFL draft couch. Let's go look at most of these black men in Hollywood. All their girlfriends, white or look like Zendaya and look like Drake. Let's clock it. Let's be very frank here. So don't come on the internet and try to gaslight us and say we should have been picking y'all and we need to come together. When we tried to do it, y'all didn't want us. You barely want us now. So which one is it? You want us to be your black wife or not?
I'll be the first one to say it. But a lot of y'all black women have the white man savior complex.
Hi, I'm Forky. I watched your video and I was interested in seeing your black wife and your black family. Is your black queen in a room with us right now? Please stay tuned to this video. I would love to meet her. Did you know that the majority of black women do not date outside of their race? Did you know that black men are the preference for the majority of black women? Black women have been told to stop whining about being baby mamas and take accountability for laying down with Pookies and Ray Rays. A lot of them have actually started to take accountability for their actions and full responsibility for their children. They've been focusing on themselves, getting an education, staying single, celibate, and setting healthy boundaries in relationships to prevent the cycle from repeating itself. But somehow, that is still a problem for a lot of black men. Black men have consistently reminded black women that they are the least married demographic, implying that nobody wants to marry them. When they go to where they are appreciated and they happen to marry outside of their race, guess what? It's still a problem. The goalpost always seems to keep moving, and it's almost as if they cannot win. What you are failing to realize is that black women do not need saving, especially from white men. They are simply reciprocating the appreciation that is being given. In your video, You stated that black men are craving and thirsting to be in relationships and marry black women, and I will wholeheartedly agree with you on that point. But you also stated that black men are wanting black women to treat them right. Would you mind elaborating on the treat them right part? I believe this will be great feedback for future training opportunities. You also stated that black women celebrate mediocrity in white men, but make black men have to jump through hoops just to get some coochie. It is important for you to understand that black women are not throwing their panties at white men simply for making a statement and being white. It's about speaking up for them and showing how much they are valued. This is exactly what the whole black wife trend is about. White men are showing how their life has changed for the better and has been enhanced since marrying a black woman. I don't know if you know, but those same opportunities have always and still are available for black men. Respectfully, if you're gonna be mad at anybody, be mad at the white men that are showing off and speaking up for their black women. They are the ones that are making these videos and statements. A few days ago, a black man with a large platform named Shannon Sharp was told by a white man that he does not defend black women. And you know what he did? Take a wild guess. Laughed. No rebuttals or nothing. Black women are typically the first to defend and speak up for anybody, especially black men. They really do love and appreciate y'all. They just want to be respected, loved properly, cherished, and honored. They are no longer interested in trauma bonding or struggle love. So the sooner that black men that think like you understand and execute this information, the better things will be. Shout out to all the black men who consistently show love to black women. It does not go unnoticed because when you do it, your DMs will be flooded with reciprocation. Honestly, from one utensil to a black man, this argument is exhausting and is not rooted in resolution. But what do I know? I'm just a spork named Forky. Toodaloo.
So this is all I got from this video, and trust me, his comment section is very wild. So many people did not find the video funny, and I also do not like the video because it really doesn't make any sense. I mean, like, saying from what he's talking about, why is it that, people, especially not okay. Before we get into this video, let me say a very big shout out to black men who truly value black women and are standing up for black women, rooting for black women, encouraging them, and being the best, doing all their best, to make sure that black women are doing amazingly great. A very big shout out to you all. I appreciate you all, and we love you. We see all you're doing, even if we don't see you, but we understand that there are so many of you that are rooting for black women, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much. So this video actually got me upset because I don't see how black men sometimes wake up to come for black women for not just a reason. Some of you all are saying that black women are not what you want. See, I do not have problem where people find love, or I do not have problem you doing your thing. But when you come out every day looking for a way to drag black women into your discussions, even when it is not necessary. Now, at least we will see who the problem, like the people creating the problem. You are the problem, not black women, right? Looking for a way to say that black women, okay, he actually said it. Black women are always seeing white men as that, their savior and all that. What did the white people complex, if whatever he called that, and all that, it just doesn't make any sense. Most of all the black women that are dating or that are with white men, have actually dated black men so much that they probably give up. And who made them give up? It was probably from your attitude, not from her. I am not saying black women that we are perfect, right? But when you look at it, most times they have endured, they tried to build and all that, but it was not working, or it is not working. And then they looked for where they are valued. And if you look around, One thing that I have noticed with Black women is that they rarely, and all of them also said the same thing, they rarely date outside their race. They rarely date outside their race. And then they decided to date outside their race. It is not a problem for you all and all that. And all you all can do is just to come out, talk trash Black women, and think that it's cool. That is actually not cool. We can do better. If it is not working, it is not working. Some of you all of a sudden started drizzle, like, if a woman cannot take care of you and all that, who are you that a woman is taking care of you, like, was it your mother that took care of your father? That I didn't know, but man, I believe so much in partnership and that, like, working together as couple and all that. But when people start coming online to start saying that, a woman must do this, a woman must do that, and all that before I see them as jokers, When two people start dating and they understand one another, both of them are like, can will do themselves right. Like, it's not like when you rub this left hand, the right hand will, like, rub the left hand, and the left hand will also rub the right hand. That is how relationship is, And when you all start seeing relationship from another angle, that is when it loses its value. Or when you all wake up every day to start looking for a way to blame Black women over nothing, that is where the problem is. They say Black women are all over dating white men. Were you guys really nice to them before they started dating outside their race? Or you all think it is all their problem? I mean, the Black woman, Black wife effect was actually white men, right? Complimenting Black women for being super awesome to them and bringing out the very best in them. I am sure most of the Black women, you all did all this for you, but you took them for granted, right? But then you all did white women. Black women did not complain. But then all of a sudden, you all look for a way to use them as a reference to your preference. That is actually where I have the problem. You all can do better and stuff. I am not saying, bear this in mind, I am not saying all Black men, right? Do not come looking for a way to attack me. I am just saying it that some, like this one came out to say, there is easy life, and if you are looking for easy life, go and do easy life for yourself. Ain't nobody giving you easy life except probably you eventually fall in love and both of you understand one another and start giving one another, easy life. So it's either you give it to yourself or that's all I got to say. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. But trust me, I think I'm going to put some stitches. I'm definitely putting some stitches so you all can, like, hear and see the comments and all that, And I love the fact when they say a billionaire said Black wives are for grown-ups. I love that. And the one that actually got me was where one white man actually, I think a white man said, I listened to this on mute, and you are very you are very correct. Yeah, he did not make sense, sincerely speaking. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.